Hello, and welcome to the first installation of our weekly development presentations. We are Group 4, the Next Generation Wastewater Treatment Plant, or for short, NextGen.
Wastewater is an inevitable byproduct of human activity. It is a mix of water, pathogens, organic and inorganic particles that, if not treated properly, can lead to numerous problems such as the spreading of diseases and destruction of the environment.
Wastewater treatment plants occupy 3% of the total energy consumption. As a result, we aim to increase the energy efficiency of this process. We aim to look at the technologies to maximize resource recovery. The energy consumption in a conventional wastewater treatment plant is largely dominated by aeration.
Our vision here at NextGen is to create a futuristic wastewater treatment plant which maximizes resource recovery as well as energy production, and also minimizes the energy inputs and the chemical inputs into the plant. We also aim to protect the local environment and integrate the plant into the local community.
Our team consists of 8 core members, with Folabi being the group manager, Katya as the secretary, and Navrat is in charge of the finance. Tunkai is the risk manager of the team, and Victor is as the liaison officer. Charles, Bobo, and Ihan are the process engineers for the project.
At NextGen, we aim to design the wastewater treatment plant of the future. Our plant will maximize resource recovery whilst minimizing cost and chemical input, and still meeting the regulation requirements.
Our plan moving forward would first involve a thorough understanding of the brief. After that, we will identify key areas to focus on to have a more targeted approach in conducting our research. Lastly, a multi-criterion analysis will be conducted to assess different technology mixes based on an established weighted objective criteria. This is to obtain a ranking system of the available technology mixes.
The given parameters for this wastewater treatment plant include a population size of 300,000 people. Through analyzing the incoming water quality for the total population, we computed the estimated values of biological oxygen demand, the total suspended solids, the chemical oxygen demand, and the phosphorus concentration.
For those design parameters given for our case, we found Reading Wastewater Treatment Plant as our case study because similar population size and plant capacity. It is currently one of the most technologically advanced wastewater treatment plants in Europe. The plant not only satisfies required effluent demand and sludge quality, but also takes into account of several environmental issues.
The wastewater will first go through the screening stage to remove large solids. Then the settable solids and floatable material to the surface will be removed in primary treatment. Secondary treatment is designed to remove soluble organic solids. Finally, nutrients, for example, nitrogen and phosphorus, is recovered before discharging.
The process that has been circled in red are the ones that consumes the most energy out of the whole system. It includes the secondary clarifier and return activated sludge process, as well as the sludge digesting process.
2 resources can be recovered from wastewater via various methods: energy and nutrient. For example, methane, biogas, heat can be obtained via anaerobic digestion, incineration, or composting as energy recovery. And biopolymers, struvite, fertilizer, and ammonia are the nutrients that can be recovered.
There's a vast array of different technologies that could potentially improve the energy balance of wastewater treatment plants whilst maximizing resource recovery. Possible biological treatments include aerobic vanillation. The Nereda process, for example, was a very successfully implemented process. The HIBAC process, a membrane biological reactor process. The IFAS process, which is a hybrid one.
There are many technologies can be used in secondary treatment. There are 4 examples as shown in this slide, including conventional activated sludge, oxidation ditches, aerated lagoon, and rotating biological contactor.
6 major objective criteria have been established as shown in the slides. The multi-criterion analysis will then filter the available technology mixes based on these criteria, followed by a sensitivity analysis that identifies the process trains that are most consistent in their performance, and a mass flow balance test that test if these process trains are technologically credible. A risk assessment framework has also been established as a guidance to assess all risk-related issues. This involves 4 main stages, mainly problem formulation, risk analysis, risk characterization, and decision-making and management, which are all interactive and iterative to each other.
As a part of the risk assessment, a risk matrix can also be formulated. As seen in the slide, the axes are probability versus impacts. Following the client meeting on Tuesday, we identified 14 initial risks to consider to develop a preliminary risk matrix. We have 4 options for these risks: to tolerate, terminate, transfer, or treat.
As our plant is located in the immediate proximity of an urban environment, UK and EU regulations require all wastewater treatment projects to meet strict standards. An example of this can be found in the following slide.
We understand the importance of not disturbing the local community. By paying particular attention to aesthetics, odour control and landscaping, along with keeping lorry movements to a minimum, we wish to attain a more positive public perception.
Thank you all for watching, and special thanks to Professor Smith and Ian for providing assistance to the team. If you have any questions, please contact us at nextgenwwtp2015@gmail.com, and feel free to follow us on our Twitter at nextgenwwtp. Please also check us out on our Facebook page, Next Generation.